This straight line mandala is growing. Come quilt with me. Hey guys, welcome back to Frances Quilts. Today we're going to be doing the next round on our pink quilted mandala. And remember, for this one, I'm trying to stick mostly with straight lines. So let's see what we can come up with to put in this next section. Okay, this is where we are with our design. And now I'm ready to do this section in through here. I'm wanting to do something that gives a fairly solid stitching appearance. So what I'm thinking about doing are just some lines back and forth. Now, I had originally thought about doing just up and down like this in one side and then across in the next side, but I actually felt like it looked nicer if I crossed two sections rather than having it just go back and forth like this. I'm thinking about doing something like this. So they're going to have maybe just a little bit of a curve to them. Come back and forth like this. When I get up to here, come to here. And then for the next section, I want to come back and forth like this. Back to here. So now I'm going to do two sections with this. And here. And just keep going around it like that. I'm not sure how it's going to look. I may start it and decide I don't like it, but let's just go try it and see. All right, when I first sat down, I tried stitching this without any guidelines, and it became obvious that it was going to be really hard for me to keep these lines going this direction straight. I think these will be okay. I think I can do these, but these, it was very difficult to keep them all very even. So I went in and drew in some guidelines here that you can see. The idea is going to be for me to always be traveling along the solid line this direction and then splitting the difference going back up, and solid line here, back up, all the way up to here. When I get to here, then I'll do this solid line down to here, and then I will start coming back the other direction and doing this. I think that is going to work, and I think that it will look better that way. I think I can keep things much more even by just adding those few guidelines. So let's go. Okay, that first part is done. I think I'm going to be turning this every time I do it so that now I'm coming back this direction. I think it's going to be much easier for me to quilt forward and backwards on each section rather than trying to do side to side. So here we go. Okay, these vertical ones this way are obviously going to be much more open than these are, but I think that may be okay just to have two different textures in there. messed that up. Did you see I missed a line? I should have had one more in the middle there. Let me take that little section out right in through there, and then we'll redo it. Okay, I have ripped out some stitches there. I'm just going to overstitch a little bit of the previous stitching and then keep on going. I'm in the middle of one of the two lines, so the next one will be on the line. And the next one will be between the lines. All right, let's stitch these last two together and let me show you some things and tell you some things that I have learned. I desperately needed to have these lines marked in here. That's the only way that I can keep things straight. But they really did do a good job of helping me keep my lines much more even. When I'm doing this downstroke line here, I'm trying to make sure that I'm hitting each one of these edges that I put in there. I think that's going to look a whole lot better than having them be loose. So I'm just making sure as I'm stitching this line that I'm hitting those little lines that were going down there. Now, honestly, I probably could have split these sections up more to have had the lines closer together. It might have looked better that way. But again, I kind of like the difference between these being closer together than these right here. Okay, I love how this looks. I like that this kind of fills this in more and gives a solid area in there. I can't wait to get to the next round. Come and join me next Friday and we'll add another round to this. Thank you for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Frances Quilts. Remember, if you like what you've seen, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please check out my website and daily blog at francesquilts.com, and I can be found on Facebook and Instagram at Frances Quilts. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.